Hello and welcome to the third race of the International Gran Turismo League. Here we are then at the Dragon Trail circuit in Croatia for 15 laps of the third round. After the first two races, Kill 'Em All takes a strong advantage in the championship lead. Lukman Ali's a long way behind, but with a good result he could put himself back into championship contention. Squave David, after taking two third places in a row, sits himself in third in the championship. Well, it's all hope for an exciting race here as we are going here at Dragon Trail International Raceway. The lights go green and away we go. Squave David gets a great start, moving up into the lead already off the lights. Kill 'Em All drops back into second, similar to how it went into Cuba. BG28 flying around the outside in third place. It looks like heading down into chicane. They're going four wide into the chicane, down they go. There's contact, and Kill 'Em All spun. Kill 'Em All has spun, and he's hit Alex F. Delage. They've all spun, and there's just massive amount of contact at the first chicane. Kill 'Em All drops back. Frosty goes slow, thinking he might have been involved in it, and Alex F. Delage is off into the gravel trap in the Porsche. So then Frosty on the back of Kill 'Em All after the start. They drop right to the back. Lukman Ali Lontakin on the back, carry the flag. What a brilliant opportunity this is for the championship. Can he get the position here? He goes into the inside, into fourth. He has a look. Carry the flag, tries to squeeze the door on him, but easy move for Lukman Ali. Flying past the Beetle now is CPG Robert 28. Third place at the moment, looking right onto the back of Pattinson 1990. Can he take a look into the hairpin? As we watch them all go down there, BG Robert 28 too far back to make a move at the moment. Can he go for it into second? So as we watch him heading into the chicane at the first lap, Squave David pulls out in front. Slight tap of the brakes, you can see his brake lines, and that's put BG28 going really slow through the chicane, and looks to put himself vulnerable to Lukman Ali heading into the final corner. Second place in the championship, and Lukman Ali, can he grab third and get a positions buffer to his title rival? He's not quite gone for it. There's contact! BG28 spins and goes straight into the barrier at the exit of the final corner. Kill 'Em All goes past. Frosty also, does he drive past? Yep, there he goes. So Lukman Ali involved in contact between him and BG28, which causes BG28 to go off. Oh no, not the start he'd have wanted for in this first race, especially after he was running all the way up in third place, and now he's got rear damage. Can he keep extra Frosty, who's currently sat in fifth place? Kill 'Em All's now up into fourth. Lukman Ali in third. We've still not got that big of a gap over the person in the lead of the championship, but Squave David, similar to Sakuba, gets a great start and is now flying away in the lead. Pattinson 1990 flies through in second. Third place is Lukman Ali. Fourth, here comes Kill 666 from all, the championship leader and the man that's won both races from pole position at the Kato driving park and in Sakuba. BG Robert 28. Not the ideal start to this race. Alex F. Delage, another driver who's not going to have the best days. Carry the flag, who's off at turn 5. Just slowly turning the car around, gets back on the track now, facing the right direction. So BG Robert 28 on the back of Extra Frosty, as we see Lukman Ali in third place now, heading. Alright, so the official notice from the stewards, that incident being the one on the first lap, final corner. So they're under investigating Lukman Ali and BG Robot 28. Be interesting to see where they come up with for that. So then, Lukman Ali, third place in the end, and Pattinson 1990 in second. He's got a decent gap over Kill 'Em All though, as Lukman Ali. This is great news for him in the championship. So as he sets the fastest lap on that second lap, there's only 2 laps in, so it could be a long way to go yet, but that's the fastest lap so far, of which there is a point. Kill 'Em All did take the point for pole position after getting pole in all 3 races so far. A good start to the season for Kill 'Em All. Other drivers will be hoping for a better start, and as the season progresses, Lukman Ali will hope to decrease the gap to Kill 'Em All. Then Extra Frosty sits ahead of BG 28, who's in 6th. Heading down the hill into the S section. So you can see Pattinson 1990 in the Beetle wasn't there for Sakuba, was there for the race in Kyoto, and didn't get the best race. He made multiple pit stops, seemed right down at the back after some first lap contact. So it seems that yet again as he goes off, Pattinson, I think it's just, yep, there he goes, he's gone off. Pattinson 1990 goes off, and that leaves Luqman Ali with a shot at second, and he takes it. So we're just going to have a quick look at the replay. Does Pattinson just outbrake himself? Yep, just brakes too late. Pattinson goes off, hits the wall, and as he rejoins, Luqman Ali has damage to the front and driving into the back of him. I don't know, yeah, Pattinson does also have damage. So Pattinson 1990 has rear damage that could allow Kill 'Em All as he touches that outside wall to gain onto the back of these two drivers. Luqman Ali then up in a second place, so there's no real contact there. I think Pattinson just outbraked himself more than else as he heads through the final corner. Pattinson then is going to have to fend off against Kill 'Em All, the man who's won 2 races, both races so far, and he's on 40 points in the championship. Long way in front of everyone else. Frosty sits himself in 5th. BJ over 28 down in 6th place after getting all the way up into 3rd after what was probably the best start of anyone. Jumping all the way up from like 7th to 3rd on the grid and then getting taken out at the first lap, dropping all the way to the back now. So Pattinson 1990 3rd place, Kill 666 them all, he's sat in 4th. Not in the top 3. I think that's the first time this season that Kill 'Em All has not been in the top 3. So it'll be interesting developments in this race to see whether Kill 'Em All can get into 3rd to keep his championship lead. So we're watching Kill 'Em All trying to get closer to Pattinson 1990, trying to have a look, seeing where he can make the overtakes. There are plenty of overtaking opportunities on this circuit. It's all about where he will choose to make the move. Where will he go for it? Keeping close range within him. So it'll be now whether he do it. Will he be it? Will Kill 'Em All manage to take 3rd place and get himself on the podium to hopefully defend his championship lead against Luqman Ali? That's obviously something he will need, as Luqman Ali, you can just see him there heading into the final corner. Kill 'Em All's not too far now behind Pattinson. He might get it if he gets a good run out to the final corner, stay in the slipstream, and he might be able to do it. As we can see them cutting down the straight into 3rd place. Can Kill 'Em All go for it into 3rd? He has a look down the inside of the first corner. He swerves over, gets right in front and loses everything. He had a look, couldn't quite make it. Kill 'Em All now drops behind everyone and into 4th place again after having a look on Pattinson 1990. Looks like we could have an interesting race on our hands. As Kill 'Em All tries to gain on Pattinson 1990 to make the move to get himself into the top 3. So Extra Frosty just over there. BJ Rubber 28 actually looking like he's starting to gain on him all of a sudden. We're just looking at the fuel. Extra Frosty has got less fuel than BJ Rubber 28. So why Robbo has suddenly started gaining on Frosty in this race? Kill 'Em All on the back of Pattinson 1990. I wonder if we're going to get close to seeing pit stops soon. Tyres are starting to get worn. No one's running critical on fuel that we know of at the moment. See them down to the chicane. He's touching that outside wall before they get to the second chicane. Is Kill 'Em All. You can see as they smack it up right touching that wall. As they get really close to the wall and exit as well into the brake zone then for the final corner on this lap. Square David in then, the race leader. Square David in the pits. Luqman Ali also in the pits. Pattinson also in. Kill 'Em All also in. Is Extra Frosty going to come in? Yes, he does. BJ over 28. Yep, he's also in. Alex F. Delage. Does he decide to come into the pits? Yep, he does. Carry the Fog's a long way back, so he's not really something to be interested of at the moment. As we can see them filling up the car, getting their fuel sorted. Square David sets out first and continues to lead this race in Dragon Trail. Follow the car. Luqman Ali remains in 2nd place. Who will come out in 3rd though between Pattinson and Kill 'Em All? He's done it. Kill 666 them all has jumped out in front of Pattinson 1990 in the pit stops. So Kill 'Em All then has gone into 3rd place, and not just that, but he's got a huge gap now over Pattinson and has taken 3rd by, is he short-filled? Yeah, I think he has. So Kill 'Em All has filled up less. BG028 has also really gained up onto the back of Extra Frosty in the pit stop. So the pit stops definitely have proved to help some drivers more than others. BG028 not far behind now. Carry the flag also in the background. There's yellow flags. It's Paddington! Paddington's off and in the sand trap at turn 5. Is he? Yep, just got too much curb at 4. Gone spinning in the wrong direction at the corner and he's off in the gravel trap. Disastrous race for him. He's just trying to get it going. He's trying and trying and trying and nothing's working and he's all the way down in 7th. He gets 3 places taken off him. He's Galaxy F Delage. Oh, what a disaster for the Beetle who was running in 2nd place at the start of the race. He had a shot at a podium and it's all gone wrong for him now and he's just gone off. Definitely not what you want. It's a tricky corner at 4 because you come out and BG028 then with Extra Frosty in 4th. Yeah, the issue with turn 4 is you take too much curb on the inside. You have to be very committed at times and he's obviously taken too much curb, unsettled the car and he's obviously just then tried to go to fix it and it's ended up spinning off in the wrong direction. So it's an issue with that corner, but it's obviously due to the nature of the corner. It's either all or nothing. You either throw everything in to gain lap time with a high risk of going off, or you end up throwing nothing in and losing so much time. And when you're racing like this, you kind of want to make all the time you can get then. So speaking of all the time you can get, Lookman Ali still holds that fastest lap, which he got on the 2nd lap. There's a point for that, heading on lap 7. Lookman Ali's really starting to close up in this 2nd stint to the back of Square David. We possibly see him challenging for the win. Neither of those two at the front have won a race because Kill 'Em All has dominated and won all 3 races from pole position. So if Kill 'Em All doesn't win, this will be the first race in the International Gran Turismo League where the winner has not started from pole position. Extra Frosty then through the S's, up and down the hill, huge elevation change before he had. Then the track finally decides he wants to go downhill, throws you down the hill at full throttle into the hairpin at the bottom along the coast. Beautiful track this, it's a great circuit for racing now as Lookman Ali gaining onto the back of Square David, just keeping with him, trying to decrease the gap to a point when he could possibly strike for the race lead. Where will he do it? Will he do it? Will he get close enough to make the move, or will he end up going off? Or will Square David go off? There's so many different variables you have to think about when trying to set up an overtake. Another thing that will be playing on both their minds is that Kill 'Em All not miles away, so a mistake from these two, if he tries a move, gets it wrong, this man, Kill 'Em All, will be able to possibly take the lead from them both, or at least get close enough to go for it. So lap 8 of 15 then. Look, Matt trying to gain, trying to close in. He's thinking now, just watching his driving style, seeing where is it he's going wrong, where am I going faster than him, and that's what you need to do. You just follow them for a bit, see where are they going faster than me, where am I going faster than them, where is the best possible place to make an overtake which will lose me not too much time. Because if he spends too much time, as he's well out onto the curve there, heading down the bottom of the hill into the hairpin just before the 2 chicanes. Under the braking zone, he's too far back to send it down the inside, but he's definitely heading closer. Square David is going to have to start trying to pick up his pace if he wants to make him stay in the lead. It's going to be a brilliant race for the win between these two, who are probably fighting for 2nd in the championship, because Lookman Ali's, not Lookman, sorry, Kill 'Em All is a long way in front there. You can see carry the flag, we'll be getting blue flags. So get out the way, the leaders are coming, and they look like they're shaping up a brilliant move. Swerve David miles away from the apex, the final corner that's left him vulnerable. Down the main straight, in the slipstream goes Lookman Ali. Is he going to have a look into the chicane? Well, it depends how much he's going to gain on them, and whether he'll be able to do it then. So Lookman Ali in the lead of in 2nd place. He's too far back to have a look in the chicane, just closes in on him. Just look, he's pushing him up the chicane pretty much. Can he do it though? Into turn 4, it's highly unlikely through 4, but it has happened before. Into turn 4, then into the break zone at turn 5, he sends it to the inside, there's contact! Lookman Ali took the gap that was there, but Square David gave him it, came back in on the apex, it was contact. Very little contact, but Lookman Ali takes the lead of the race. He now leads the race here at Dragon Trail, which is crucial, as his championship rival is down in 3rd place. This could be some critical points taken away from Killamall's championship lead. The gap was there, and then I think Squid David, I don't know if he just came across, hit the tried to go for the apex, didn't quite work for him. But surely there'll be no punishment on that one. There'll be no reason. There was very little contact. So that's that. Patterson then in 7th. Disappointing really for both these two Beetles. The Beetle drivers in this league do not seem to be doing very well. Scoring many points and kill them all on the back of Squid David now. Lookman Ali gets clean air in the hopes to just push away. Kill them all though. Did short fell, so he not filled up fully, so he may have to make a pit stop sooner than these two. And in fact, that's now. Kill them all into the pits for his 2nd pit stop of the race. What tyres do you think he's going to go? I've probably gone to another set of the softs. Go to the end. It's quite late into the race. The only one pitting on that lap is Extra Frosty. It's out in front. VG Rubber 28 should be able to make it. Now, I think he does. Yep, he's easily gone past him there, because Killamall's still sat in his pit box. Alex F. Delage also in. Killamall then back out in Pattinson 1990. He's rejoined behind Pattinson 1990, so obviously I think he'll be able to get in front of him. He's done it before, but Pattinson might have to pit this lap, so Killamall can just hopefully not get held up too much by Pattinson. He could be in the fight for the win here if it all goes well. He has the fastest lap. So that's the point for fastest lap available. It's a pretty good lap as well, 1:36.9. I can't see that being beaten in the time that we have in this race. Lap 10 of 15, and the race has really started to pick up now. Squid David's 2nd place, Lookman Ali in the lead then, but will they pit? I think Squid David's getting the red light for fuel. He's being critical on fuel and on super soft tyres. Not really that one. Lookman not getting the flashing red light for fuel. Oh, but now he is. So you will have to pit this lap, and he's on the soft tyres. They're about the same level of tyre wear as well, so the tyre wear difference between softs and super softs doesn't seem that big. So they both managed to get it, and they're both in now. Will Squid David be able to jump in up now? What's crucial is where Killamall comes in relation to Squid David, and look, oh my god, he's flying through the sky. Okay, well, Lookman Ali's just for some reason landed on top of his pit box there, but where does Killamall come out then? Beige over 28 in the pits. Carry the flag now, at least a lap down. Killamall peaks at the moment. Does he come out in front of them? I don't think he will. Pattinson's in. Killamall comes now. Is he going to get in front of Square David at the very least? No, he doesn't. So Square David holds out 2nd place ahead of Killamall. Although he's going for it. He's going for it into the chicane, and he's out of luck. He's almost going front. And he has. Killamall gets ahead of Square David. Extra Frosty coming out the pits. BJ Robo 28 in 5th place. Square David's in 3rd now, behind Killamall, who's behind Carry the Flag, who's at least a lap down. I'm not sure how many laps down he is now. So there's Lookman Ali, not far from Killamall, who's moved up into 2nd after crashing at the start, followed all the way to the back. He's made his way up by just picking up on incidents everyone else has had, and sort of strategically placing himself up in front now. So then Square David's going to want to get in front of Killamall now. Knows he can get 2nd. He was leading the race, which he'd lost in Tsukuba due to just making too many mistakes. BJ28 stayed on the same set of softs. He's on extremely worn softs, and that could possibly be a bad decision. He's taken a gamble. Will it work for him though? Square David stays in 3rd. I don't know why BJ28 stayed on the same set of softs, but Square David, does he have a look to the outside? He's gone to the outside into the final corner, but he's not quite pulled himself along enough to make the move into 2nd. So, Square David still third, Kill 'Em All remains at second. So along the inside he's going for it down the main straight. Side by side into the first corner, the fast left-hander into turn 1. But Kill 'Em All's going to get the inside for turn 2. So into the braking zone for the second part, into the chicane. He's lost it! Kill 'Em All's rear has just slipped out on him, and that's possibly lost him a chance at second. Square David finds his way past. A brilliant racing between the both of them. So Kill 'Em All drops to third place now in these late stages in the race. Frosty catches up laps, carry the flag now. Alex F. Delage sat down in 6th place, but he's gaining on BG020, who stayed out in the same sort of softs that he's had on since like lap 6, I believe. Lap 5, lap 6 that he's had. So he's done 6 laps on these softs. And they don't seem to be working for him right now. He's extremely worn them. Kill 'Em All dropped to third, but still getting the fastest lap. Half points will be awarded for this race. So then Kill 'Em All on the back, trying to gain on Square David. Square David not 100% given up on this fight yet. He can still challenge Lukman Ali if he just really focuses now for the final 3-4 laps of this race. Well, that few laps left as Paddington has closed up onto the back of Alex F. Delage. BG28 doesn't look comfortable. He's lost so much time and he's sliding those rears. Slams into the wall on the exit. I know he's just rubbed that wall, but he's just fallen slammed into it. His tyres are just dead. Surely there's no way he's going to continue. And he's not even going to come out ahead of Alex Delage because he's just right behind him. As is Pattinson, so he's going to come out all the way down into 7th place, yet into the pits. He's thought better than to stay out. And it seems that yet again, BG20 has miscalculated his strategy. Again. So he's really just needs to sort out his strategy. And I bet he can put himself up into some decent results. Here comes Kill 'Em All though. It's not giving up on Squid David. Squid David starts to lose Lukman Ali in these final dying moments, the last 3 laps of this race. Frosty sits in 4th place. Alex F. Delage spinning it across the curb. Almost went off. Python capitalising on that to gain on him now. Kill 'Em All gaining on the back of Squid David. This has been an exciting race for action between the drivers that have showed up. So here we go then. Can Kill 'Em All grab Squid David in the final couple of moments in this race? Squid David is being caught up by Kill 'Em All, a very fast driver, a very aggressive driver. He will go for the move. He most likely will go for the move when he sees an opportunity for 2nd place, because he wants to retain his championship lead. One man that this race has really worked out for is Lukman Ali, who now sits in the lead heading into the final couple of laps. I believe he's starting 2nd or 3rd in the race, can't quite remember the start. Except the larger Paddington, then this battle really heating up between the Volkswagen Beetle, the man who was once running in 2nd and he's now all the way down in 6th with it's only his 2nd race in the league with Miss Sakuba, so now all the way down in 6th. It's just not worked for him. So did Alex F. Delage. So both these drivers are only doing their 2nd races of the season, and so that means that Paddington 1990 he will want to hopefully capitalise those points, because the Racing Coyote that he had was not very good, as we watched Alex F. Delage through turn 4, the fast corner, and he's lost it over the curb. He's done the exact same thing Paddington did at the beginning of the race. That gives Paddington 5th place, with 6th being Alex F. Delage, beater over 28. Can he gain now on fresh rubber? Is he going to be able to catch up and overtake Alex F. Delage in the final moment of this race? Alex Delage is going to be annoyed at himself for throwing that away, what could have been 5th place and a decent result for him. It's got some good points. Kill 'Em All though in 3rd place now behind Square David in 2nd. The top 3 have been the same drivers on the podium each race. This time though, they're in a completely different order. However, that's the first time this season that Kilmore won't win, because heading on to the final lap, there's too much of a gap for Kilmore to get ahead of Square David and Luqman Ali in this one lap, unless they both happen to go off. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, so Kilmore, he's going to have to go for second, otherwise it's third. Rubber 28 then hoping and praying that he can close that gap down enough heading on to the final lap, but Kilmore goes in deep into 5 and all over the curb. That's not the right driving line. Squiff David starts to pull away and he's actually now slowly. Luqman Ali starts to get Kilmore trying to push to get into second, which could be crucial points in the for the championship lead. Otherwise, Luqman Ali will decrease the points gap. But by how much? Because we now have a confirmation from the stewards that Luqman Ali will have a 3-point reduction after the race in his championship. So he'll be 3 points reduced for the incident on the first lap with BG Rubber 28. So the gap won't come down as much as he'd have hoped it to. But he's still celebrating with his flashing the lights heading into the final corner for the first time in the International Gran Turismo League. Kill 666 or more has not won the race. This time it's Luqman Ali who takes the victory. Squid David comes home in the best second place. Kilmore, his worst result of the season, takes third. Frosty then matching his best result with 4th place, 5th place for Pattinson and 6th for Alex F. Delage, returning for their only second race. BG28 down in 7th place. After getting up from 7th to 3rd, he slowly just dropped all the way back to where he started and was overall really disappointing, we think then. So, vote down in the... It's been a great race. Vote for who you think will be driver of the day for this race. Who do you think performed the best to take some good results here? So let's take a proper confirmation of the results. It was indeed Luqman Ali who takes the win with Squave David 23 in second. Kilmore down in third, his worst result this season so far. Frosty 4th and Pattinson in 5th. 6th place for Alex F. Delage with BG28 disappointingly in 7th and carry the flag. Massively different result to that he had in Tsukuba, where he was fighting for third. Kilmore took fastest lap on lap 8 with a 1:36.9. So how does this affect the championship table? Well, Kilmore is now on 47 points whilst Luqman Ali is on 40. Only 7 points, although that's without the 3-point reduction, so he's actually 3 points down on that. So he's actually 10 points behind his championship leader. A decent result for Square David as well, puts him now on 30 points, so 10 points behind the leaders. The next race will be next week at the Autodrome Lago Maggiore. Subscribe and remember to put driver of the day for the race.